happening to you since March, the lockdown? How did you take the lockdown? How did you respond?
Well, it came as a shock, but we were able to cope, at least readjust our strategy and know how to adjust to the situation. Initially, the first month of the lockdown was a bit hectic for us.
Okay.
Because then, luckily for us, we stay at home. We were home for 1 month with good health, and nothing happened. We came back to the Zoom work healthy, me and my staff, with family members and friends. But we thank God, we were able to cope and try to keep safe.
Okay. So what are the lessons?
Yes, sir.
What are the lessons that you have learned in this closure?
I've learned a few lessons to appreciate God more for good life and good health. Because most times we take it for granted. When you're living well, you're not sick. We take it for granted. But thank God that we are alive. It's a major thing. Being alive to this moment,
okay,
in spite of the challenges.
So what is your advice to people, those who are watching you now, your fans, your customers, and our viewers?
Well, my advice is, first of all, keep safe, because he who is alive, I can only think of tomorrow,
okay,
think of business. And once you are healthy, you are alive, there's only ways. They say there's life, there's tomorrow. When there's life, there's hope.
Yeah.
So keep safe, stay healthy, eat well, exercise. As to my clients, I still have to keep thanking them for keeping the patronage, though it's a bit low, but we thank God, at least we're still, yes, so time to survive.
Did you ever think that a time will come when you won't be able to do anything business-wise for about 3 months? Did you ever think of that idea?
No, sir. To be honest with you, no. I'm not only me, majority of Nigerians, even it's a world thing all over the world. So it came as a surprise, but we are, thank God, we're able to at least muscle ourselves through it.
Okay. So what's the way forward? What's the new normal for those in the fashion industry?
The only challenge we have now is, if you check and look around now, there's no social activities again. People are trying to dress down, more of casual clothes, just maybe to visit few friends. It's really affecting our business.
Okay.
But not only the fashion industry, it goes across. Entertainment industry, those are into the catering, outdoor catering services, and the people are into event management. It's affecting everybody.
So this few months, what are the ideas that you've been able to come up with that we should?
But sir, to be honest with you, by the grace of God, I have some fresh ideas. When you're home doing nothing, you have to keep thinking, crack the brain, because your brain can give you a lot. But I came out with a lot of designs which I'm working on as well, by the grace of God.
Okay, the brand MUDI is a very big brand, a very strong brand. So what have you been able to keep MUDI going? How many years now?
27 years.
27 years. That must
yes, sir.
that must have taken a lot from you.
27 years.
So how have you been, what's the secret? Sir. What's the secret of the success of MUDI brand?
First of all, I what I do is thank God for the gift, for the talent, and above all, most times I give myself credit because I work so hard to maintain the standard, maintain the name, above all, discipline and hard work.
But I know that years back you put a lot, you used to put a lot in terms of hard work into it and all that. I don't know if you've been able to sustain that pace that you used to. I know 7 a.m. you are I mean at your workplace and all that. Do you still keep to 7?
Yeah. Yes, sir. I resumed 7. There was a day, about 2 months ago, an elderly man walking past past my office in the morning. What happened that day? I got to the office a bit late, at about 8:45, because I branched the bank to transfer money to my mom's account. So because of that, I got to the office a bit late. So the elderly man just stopped. He saw me try to drive into my car park and just came and said, "MUDI, hope no problem." I said, "What happened?" He said, "No, look at the time. To the people that watch you, like look up to you for direction." That's actually kept me. It's okay. Well, that means I'm doing the right thing. People are watching. I still get to office 7 a.m.
Tell us about the MUDI brand and what you produce. Give us an idea. Give us an idea of what are the products that you do in terms of. Is it a male dominated or female and male or female alone or male?
Okay. For now, for about 10 years now, focus on the men alone. I used to make clothes for men and women, but I stopped making for women 10 years ago because I actually want to focus on the men.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what does it take to be how do I put it now? Is it a MUDI?
A successful designer?
No, not that. I'm coming to that. I just wanted to those you can call your like brand ambassadors. What does it take to be a MUDI person or somebody who can showcase your brand, I mean your outfits and all of that? What kind of men are those who like patronize MUDI and that you can say, okay, fine, this is an example, a perfect example of your clients?
What I look at most times is your courage. It's not how much you have. I say you must have the courage to portray my clothes.
Okay.
It gives me joy when I see a man who is not too rich, but he's wearing my clothes, good courage. It gives me joy. No, not about money, but I'm happy even when some clients walk into my shop for the first time and they have good courage. What I do is I give them discounts, encourage them, let them wear the MUDI brand. Through them, I'll get fresh customers.
And what does it take, like you said before, what does it take to be a very good and successful fashion designer?
To be good as a designer, first of all, you must have the talent. That is the key. Because a designer is to create. Someone who's creative is someone they call designer.
Okay.
You must be creative. You must have the passion for the work.
Okay.
You must have taste. You must have style. Yes. You must have the talent. You must have the passion. You must have taste. You must have style. Then back it up with hard work, discipline. You go places.
How easy was it for MUDI to put all of this together and then come out with the huge success that you recorded?
You know, in life, we all have, it's like a choice. What you want in life, what you get.
Yeah.
What you put in, you get. You know, when I say talent is given. God gives talent.
Okay.
The passion is you that will define your passion for what you do. Then the style it comes above. You can actually acquire it through people you meet, but at times it can be inborn. And you must have taste. The hard work is a personal thing, what you decide, whether you want to work hard or not. The discipline is a personal thing as well.
How easy was it for MUDI to develop that?
And it's a choice, like what I said earlier, it's choice things. You decide what you want.
Okay.
Yeah, you decide what you want. Because we all have 24 hours of the day. It's how you make use of your 24 hours that matters.
So how big is well, I know you expanded at some point. How big is MUDI now, the MUDI brand?
But sir, before I answer these questions, the last question you asked me, let me go back to that last question.
Okay.
You know, there are designers in this country, they get to the office by 10, 11.
Yeah.
They even delegate from home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it can't be the same level as someone that resumes 7 o'clock. It's what you put in, you get. You know, Shaya, once in a while, I tell you that you equally inspired me because you get to your office 7 a.m. every day. I see you when I pass through your office to my office. See, both ways, you really inspired me. Hard work.
So, talking about expansion, how big is? Because I know you have outlets in about 4 or 5 African cities. So how is that doing? The network?
By the grace of God, they're doing well. I started with Ghana to Kenya to South Africa. Then recently, I opened after South Africa. I opened Senegal, but Senegal did do well. I have to I shut it down after 2 years.
Okay.
Didn't do well, so I just opened Ivory Coast last year, Abidjan, and by the grace of God, the response is very encouraging.
So how do you determine the taste in all those places? Their kind of taste for outfits?
You know what I do is any country I go to, I do a survey, go around the town, look at how they dress, and by the grace of God, I would, which luckily for us, we Nigerians, we are very versatile, go for multi cultural background. So it actually helps us to create designs. We have designs from eastern part of the country, western part of the country, all part of influence. Things that influence us into creativity. And fashion, it's a general, it's a universal thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't speak language. Once your clothes are good, people buy.
I like that. Fashion is a universal language. I like that. The way you put it is that's very deep.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So, what are right now as we speak? What are the designs that you are churning out? Can you give us an idea of what are the designs that people can get to buy? The men can get to, celebrity men can get to buy if they, approach you for outfits. And how can they contact you?
No, that is simple. I have an outlet on Bishop Oluwole in Victoria
Yep.
Island. I have my head office in Antony, number 1, MUDI Lane, Antony Village.
Okay. Can they also connect you online, on Instagram and all that?
Most I don't do online sales.
Okay.
Because it's not good for this our environment, is a peculiar environment. They said anywhere in the world where you pour water fine level, but water hardly fine level here. It's a peculiar market. If you put your designs out there on Instagram and the rest, people start copying designs. Before you know it, you water down the quality of what you do. So I stopped doing marketing online. But those that know my clothes, is that they come, my customers. I don't even send designs online to customers to view, to look at.
Okay.
It's a policy I've over the years worked with.
So how does it operate? Do they need to bring fabrics, or they just talk to you and tell you about the fabrics they want when they come? What's the way how do you go about it in terms of fabrics?
People bring fabrics as well.
Sorry?
No, you can bring your fabric. You can equally bring your fabrics, or most times people buy off the rack.
Okay. So we have about five more months to the end of the year. What should we expect?
Yes, sir. And it's for people to keep hoping that more designs will come through MUDI.
Sorry?
For people to just keep hoping that more designs will come through MUDI brand.
Okay. Do you plan to do any show, or well, okay, like you said, you don't do online. So of course, okay. So they should just come to your outlet and shop and then pick what they want.
Yes, sir. No, but because of this social distancing policy,
Yeah.
Issue of having a show now is that one you can't. It's difficult to have a show now. So what we'll do is do print media publicity.
Okay. If you are to advise, male celebrities who want to look good, who want to carve a unique design for themselves and all that, what would be your advice? I know that some of it would be better if they come to see you, but I'm just wondering, how does one become a man of style?
Style is inborn, but you can actually acquire it through social interaction. You can actually acquire it, but most times it's inborn.
Okay.
You don't have it, you don't have it.
Okay.
That was why I said, to be a good designer, successful, you must have style, you must have taste. Yes.
So what are the major mistakes?
So
what are the major mistakes that male celebrities make with their outfits, in their dressing?
Several mistakes. You see designers, you see celebrities wear, they are what we call fashion. They are fashion rules.
Okay.
Yeah, they are fashion rules. Like wearing the brown shoe, wearing the brown belt on the black shoe is wrong. There's several things people do. At that time, you see them wear jacket, blazer, crested on the crest of the pocket. You see wear pocket square. Then a lot of things. It's almost like a crowded thing. You can actually tone it down with little accessories.
So how do you see the dressing of a lot of public people now? I mean, those who are in public office and all that. Do you like the way many of them dress, or they can still improve on what they wear?
There's still room for improvement. But what annoys me more is you see people wear kaftan.
Okay.
The way a hat on it is wrong.
Yeah.
Yes, people wear salsa. No one calls
Yeah,
salsa.
salsa.
The
Like
local name,
this.
the local name for it, they call it a senator.
Okay.
People wear Yoruba traditional cap on it. Wrong. They call it I would like almost like as a crossroad.
Okay.
That is there's a fashion rules. You have to follow the fashion rules.
Okay. Yeah, but the problem is, how will they know these rules? It's not as if it's written somewhere. It's not as if they go to school to learn it and all that. So how will they know what the rules are?
Out of due to our nature, yeah, of our culture,
Yeah.
most of people find it difficult to seek advice. What you don't know, you seek advice. That's the more reason why people go to lecturers or go to professors to seek advice. So what you don't know, you ask people to direct me how to dress to look good. Yeah.
Do you also do styling for male celebrities? Style
Yeah, I
them.
do it once in a while.
Sorry?
Yes. Yeah, once in a while we'll do
Okay. Okay.
to advise, to guide
Okay.
them.
So if someone comes to you and says, I want you to style me for a year, 2 years, and all, something you can do.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Okay.
I do it.
Okay. 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 So what's your message to a lot of male celebrities watching us now in terms of how to get it right and in terms of how to dress well?
My advice is if you don't know, just own up that you don't know. You seek advice. There are people who dresses very well in society. But unfortunately, we're in a country where there's so much noise, there's so much razzmatazz. Those who don't even know make more noise. They make more noise. And because of how we are, we're very gullible people. We just follow one trend.
Okay. So you also do native. Do you also do native, or you do more of kaftan?
Yeah, I do kaftan, crossover casuals, classic casuals, and traditional outfits.
Okay. Okay. And any additional are we likely to see something new coming from you in terms of designs now?
Yes, very soon, by the grace of God. I'm doing a collection now, which I want to launch anytime from now. Something more, they call it a classic casual.
Classic casuals. How do you get
Yeah,
it?
because people tend to dress more casually than this because no ceremony, but you must go out.
Yeah.
You have to look a bit more casual but classic.
Okay. Classic or classic casuals. Classic.
No, classic casual. Classic, not classic. Classic casual.
With a C.
CLASSY.
Oh, SY.
Classic.
Okay. Classic casual.
Not classic. Not SIC.
Oh, not SIC. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Then how do you get inspired? How do you get your inspiration? How do you get new designs?
Sir, I'm an artist. So you have to keep thinking. I said earlier that the brain can give you a lot. Challenge the brain. It can give you a lot. Just keep thinking. Yes.
I also know that apart from what you do in terms of dressing and all that,
Yes.
you're also a very stylish person in everything. The cars you drive, the way you walk into events and all that. How did you master all of this? Your very stylish nature.
Well, I think it's by the grace of God. It's God. God gives talent.
Okay.
That I know. It's God. And then you have to develop yourself too. You have to improve on what you do. What gives you have to improve on it. So I've been over the years, grew up to dress well, then improve on myself on how to look good.
Then how about those you look up to? Do you have mentors that you look up to or you looked up to at some point?
But it's difficult to have mentors these days because there are people who actually I look up to as mentors. But the way they get either they maybe money start coming in or they move into a place of authority as politicians, so much power, they change. But there are people I look up to on how they live their life, how they do their businesses. And there are very many. I can mention people like Charis, people like Peter Obi, Fashola, Samamuka, who again? A lot of them. They live. I like the way they live their life and the way they run their businesses.
How about in Nollywood?
Nollywood, my Oga, Ishamofe, major number one. The people I have so much respect for is my Oga, and a lot of them. But luckily, by the grace of God, most of them I relate with them.
Okay.
freely. Yes.
Okay.